bang bang. It's the root boy alongside the baby papa. Oh, baby, look over my dance. Baby, can I have a dance? Can I have a dance? Say me friends are watching me. Oh, baby, can I have a dance? Every night and day, say my baby, me I want more. Everywhere is a way, but now you're with me, I want more. Me, I don't care what I'm saying, say my baby, me, I love you, baby. I say, oh, yeah, baby, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. See the way me jam it, them I love it, and the time I come, they feel it. All my ladies, them I whine it, and the time I come, they grind it. The DJs, them I slam it, all the people, them I love it. All my homies, them they feel it, and can I ever dance? Can I ever dance? Can I ever dance? My friends are watching me. Oh baby, can I ever dance? Can I ever dance? They're gonna laugh at me. Baby, can I ever dance? When me look into your eyes, let me tell you make me dance. You tell me say you know they go. Now I don't realize I love no be fight. Some on the rock the floor. Someone is killing me slowly. She won't mash it up the whole place. Somebody's calling me all day. She won't cover me like play. No way. Oh baby, show me that you better than them. Better than them. Oh yeah. And I go show you say me be there and them. Be there and them. Give it to them. Teach them. Kill them.
Peace and blessings. My name is Brother Gary Dantzler, the president of Black Lives Matter of New England chapter, and, revolutionist too as well. We have a few things we want to talk about. One of them is about Black Lives Matter, what we're about in New England, across this nation, across America. And we want to give a global standpoint of education and where we go from now, what's going on, from the Alton Sterling killings to Sean Bell, Fernando, Castro. The list goes on. We talk about, how to improve our communities and about education across this nation, about the policing, but what Black Lives Matter do, what we do is we also hold people accountable and hold the police departments across this nation accountable. And we want to hold, the law accountable and what we believe in. And one of the things is mostly important is that Black Lives Matter, we care about every nationality and every group, but right now we're talking about Black lives specifically that matters in America and across this nation. See, the root of evil that is that to conquer, you must eliminate the problem. So in America, they see that Black is a problem. So that's why we became to get these organizations off the ground and steer a positive images for Black people across the world, because we had enough, being the victims. Now we have to get our minds and our education in order to challenge the system so they can understand what is Black lives and what we're about and what matters in our life. So we became to be very educated about Black Lives Matter. We watched the judicial system fail Black people across this nation tremendously. So we challenged the education system. They failed us too as well. Okay, we went back to the police departments. We have a long history of policing that failed us. So we have to hold these police stations and these police companies and the military accountable for what's going on in our communities. And we don't have the benefit to share, to teach our youngs about what's going on, because we don't have the economics to break down the systemic white supremacy in America. So it's systemic where it becomes to be a huge problem, for Black people, because African Americans, we all need to be educated about what's going on. It should be about what we can do to come together. And somehow, in some way, in some form of life, African Americans, we are not coming together. We need to be accountable for what we're doing. We need to understand that we're fighting the police departments. We're fighting black on black crimes. Unaccountable. We cannot take this no more from both sides of our peoples. We have to educate our kids. You understand? Because I'm going to hold everybody accountable. Regardless of, because you're black, it don't give you the right to kill black people. It doesn't mean that you could treat our black women, black men bad. It doesn't mean that you give the right to teach our kids about our hip hop culture and taking it in a different direction. I'm tired of hearing these rappers talk about murder, sex, and drugs. That's not our culture. When we talked about black education, this is what we're talking about. Black education. I want to school the world on what it is to be black and what Black Lives Matter, what we are about. See, there's rules to all of this. You understand? There's a science to this. And I am a knowledge seed to be talking about education to all the black people in America, all the people across the globe. I want to talk about what Black Lives Matter, what we're about. You understand? Because we want to teach the babies what it is to be black and what it means to hold that big pressure on your back. And we also carry a bullseye on our back because, let's face it, in America, they use the law against us. So black people got to wake up, understand, get your roots in order, find about what's going on in Africa, get involved with something instead of getting involved with these domestic terrorists in America. This is in America. We handle the biggest terrorists in the world. We got the Klan after us constantly, teaching their people that it's all right to be white in America and to break these laws. They're constantly killing us, and they're using the law to do it. So I need people to understand what Black Lives Matter is about. The issues are not going to be solved overnight. So we have to come together and make things happen. Make it possible to educate African Americans in America about this cause and seeing what the real root is, the problem is. You understand? Because I can't do it alone. I need y'all to understand that we have the world against us because of our color. So understand the dialogue, and there's rules to this. We have to educate people more and more what Black Lives Matter is. So please get involved to understand what we're doing broadly. And another issue we need to talk about, what Black Lives Matter came about. See, we've been talking about Black Lives Matter for a long time, but the reality of it is that we've been Black Lives Matter. They try to compare the blacks, the gay rights and the gay, the transgenders, nothing against them, brothers and sisters. Those are our peoples. But you can't compare gay rights to African American struggles and African blood, the whole bloodline of our cultural differences. You can't compare the two. In history, we've been taking bumps and bruises throughout the culture of history. So you can't compare gay rights to what Black Lives Matter is. We've been Black Lives Matter for years, and no one heard us. So now they're using Black Lives Matter to say that they're a gay organization. We're not a gay organization. In fact, black and gays, they put with Black Lives Matter. No, that's not the true history of Black Lives Matter. Our history is to protect and educate people of color about Black Lives Matter. So all of the new Black Lives Matter don't have an understanding about what we're about. So understand there's rules to this. I'm a street disciple. I'm here to do street justice. I'm here to give you what I have to give you. This is not a game to us, to educate people about the history in America. Thank you so much, and understand what we're doing to make a change. We got some up and coming events coming. I need you to get involved with Black Lives Matter to educate people. I'm talking about to the court system, to the prison system, to the news media. There's not even a lot of African Americans and people of color that talk about the news media. They're getting rid of all of this black talk. They want to get rid of all of it. People come to this country, don't understand the backs that was broken throughout the history, and they're trying to water it down from our African descent that came to America that built this country. And I'm not going to ever forget that, where I come from. Never. But that's what Black Lives Matter is about. The babies and educating people about African American history in America and across this globe. That the black man is God. Ain't no question about it. Peace. And we have the event coming up, so I want y'all to get involved and find out. East Providence, we're gonna target WPRO. We need to come out and rally against black media. We don't have no voice in our communities, and these black leaders, whatever they call themselves, they need to step up and get involved. In these churches, they need to stop it and get involved with Black Lives Matter. Period. Right now. Not tomorrow, not today. We need it now. You know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter. Peace. Brother Gary Dantzler, and I'm out.